If you answered 1986, then you are correct. His 63-point performance was electric, but which team did he do that against?
Was it the Knicks, the Phoenix Suns, the Boston Celtics, or the Atlanta Hawks?
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Brook Lopez.
The blocks. And that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Vucevic is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Holiday out there with Allen. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Bogut. And it's Ilyasova in at the 4 slot. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just seed them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Here's LaVine after Drew Holiday's score. DeRozan passes to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And our 3rd month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. As you look at Memphis, they're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And you know for the Bucks, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Here's Bogut. Here he goes. And finished off by Bogut.
Just a graceful athlete. Bogut can also put the ball on the deck a little bit.
And so here's Memphis. 4-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
Here's Jackson after Drew Holiday's score. Pass to LaVine. He can't get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Allen for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
Well, he can score, he can facilitate, he can pretty much do anything you need on that end.
Now here's Allen after the miss from Vucevic, and another three for Milwaukee.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Vucevic, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Connects from three-point range. Ilyasova's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bucks. They get a hand on it, taken away by Holiday. Takes a three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
It's Jackson atop the key. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Holiday. Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And let's go now to the Rookie Watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scores. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
So it's the Bucks now. Bucks leading by 23. Allen for three. It's good from long range. Allen's got 9.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. Jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Tipped away, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
GRIZZLIES ball.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Allen. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And here are the Grizzlies now. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them.
He's improving as a passer. You like to see Jackson sharing the ball and realizing when his guys are open.
Now here's Allen. 11 points in the game. Shoots the three. And another three for Milwaukee.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Poke loose. Stolen by Holiday. Puts up a three. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of 3-point bombs.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Up the floor, nobody near Allen. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. That's tipped. The feed to Levine. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, we got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Jackson passes to Doncic, and that one is good.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish. And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has any.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Memphis Grizzlies. Doncic outside. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And so here's Memphis, following the bucket by the Bucks. The drive by Vucevic, and the rejection by Giannis. Fires for three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Poked away, stolen by Holiday. Ball going up court. Allen with it, guarded now by Jackson. Three-pointer, Allen, that's good. Allen's got 28.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Knocks it loose, and that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Some changes for Memphis. Steven Adams comes in for Vucevic, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Levine. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo. James comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Caruge is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Brunson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Allen for the three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
At the elbow, Adams. Ball's knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. Goes up, and James throws it down.
Sensational speed from James, a force of nature in the open court with his combination of quickness and athleticism.
Now, here's Doncic. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. From past the arc, drops in the tray.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Knocked loose. Doncic looking it over. Now the pass to DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. And Doncic, here we go. 4 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
And DeRozan kicks to Doncic. Just 2 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Home team ball.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Poked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Grizzlies ball.
Outside DeRozan. Here's Doncic. Adams trying to free himself up. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing safe. Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
They get a hand on it. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. And another three for Milwaukee.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you take into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Adams outside.
Remaining in the first.
Back to Doncic. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Jackson trying to break free. Brunson no good.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
And he makes that one. Ilyasova's got 11 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
.137 left here in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Luka Doncic.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones.
It's picked off. Here's Karuch. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, his offense fueled him on D2. He was more than a handful on that end, piling up the steals.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
And when they kept getting all those gifts, they took advantage. Turnovers don't mean anything unless you turn them into points.
Allen for three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run.
And another steal for him. And that's his sixth steal of the night.
losing his will at the defensive end. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Now, here's DeRozan. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
27 seconds left in the first.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And here's Ilyasova. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a 3-point attempt.
And so it's Milwaukee, able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
Allen is out there with Karuch. Then it's Ilyasova. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Lopez in at the center. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Offensive rebounding is all about persistence. Ilyasova showing plenty of it on that possession.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. A three ball. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And this is the game plan for him. And he's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Brunson the pass to Adams. And stolen by Ilyasova. And it's the Bucks on the break. And the dunk by Lopez.
Elite passer in this position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
The Grizzlies have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Karuch. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Anderson against Ilyasova. Another steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Lopez kicks to Allen. There's the three. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Brunson. And another turnover here by Memphis. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Zach LaVine's checked in for DeRozan. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Jalen Brunson. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
Levine dishes to Anderson. Adams down low. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. On the wing, Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Chris, if you were playing today, which coach would you most want to play for?
And so many great coaches. Kevin, I don't know. But I would hope they had the template of letting their guys get out and go. Fast-paced system. I want to play for a coach that played this game before. I want to play for a coach that really had that great attitude in the locker room, one that fostered chemistry. So many great coaches. I'm sure it's a lot of them that fit that criteria.
Poke loose. Stolen by Allen. Here's Lopez. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
No problems knocking that one down. Ilyasova's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Milwaukee. Knocks it loose and stolen by Ilyasova. Jumps up and Ilyasova throws it down.
As soon as Ilyasova finds himself a rhythm, he's capable of torching you.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for Memphis. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And stolen by James. Finished off the break. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And stolen by LeBron. Allen for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Feeds to Anderson. And Memphis turns it over again.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Watanabe comes in for LeBron. And Flynn subbed in for Caruth. Here's Flynn. Drills it from outside. Flynn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Jones banked in off the glass.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by Milwaukee.
Allen surveying the D. They get the rebound, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Doncic is checked in for Memphis.
Luka Doncic.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Flynn. Drains the three-pointer. Flynn's got 6 here in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Allen, and good! There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. From deep, and again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game hill. Good! Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Connects again from distance.
Splashes home another 3, and he moves into second place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Milwaukee the rebound.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Anderson. Vucevic. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Memphis ball.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he gets it to go.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
This could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
For Memphis, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Knocked away. Doncic passes to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
And stolen by Flynn. It's stolen by Vucevic. Doncic with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Here's Jackson and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ilyasova dishes to Antetokounmpo. Allen inside the three-point line. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the middle, here's Jackson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Vucevic, that one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And how about the hustle from Vucevic there on the glass, securing that precious second chance opportunity for the team?
Yes, that goes in.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
The Grizzlies shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive schemes.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
And this gets his teammates going. When Ilyasova dunks it, it's a real team energizer.
Grizzlies shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Vucevic the pass to Doncic. Memphis moving that ball around. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Allen outside. Off target with his three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Flynn the pass to Antetokounmpo. Allen inside the three-point line. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
This one for three, and got it! Another basket!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Fires the three, and again! 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Here's Melton. It's deflected.
Would love to see more of this from Ilyasova. I mean, he has the reach to swat away shots.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Flynn against Doncic. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Adams, he's checked in for Vucevic. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeAnthony Melton. 35 seconds left here in the second. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And they double up Doncic. Here's Brunson. And the shot falls short this time.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Stolen away. Here's Watanabe. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Booch. They had it going the first 2 quarters. How do you turn that around defensively?
Just got to get one-on-one stops, do a better job helping each other, getting whatever they want on that end. We have to do a better job. And, it's just simple, one-on-one stops when we help. Make sure the guy that helps, he gets help, and just keep rotating. We haven't done a good job with that. We're usually very good with that. So just got to focus, and come back and take it half ready. Then we can make it a game if we play better defensively.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Checking out Milwaukee. Kenny, how'd you see it?
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I could say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity in three-point shooting, it usually makes a big difference on the scoreboard.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
And that'll about do it as we...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got LaVine. Vucevic is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Watanabe. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Vucevic finds Doncic. Memphis moving it around. Tipped away. And stolen by Ilyasova. Bogut with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Now Bogut, the 3, buries it from 3-point range. Bogut's got 5 points so far.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Allen for 3, and another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Vucevic against Bogut. Inside. Can they get it? And it's Vucevic missing.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Allen's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Milwaukee. Got a piece of it. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Allen for three. He got it again. Sensational. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Knocks it loose. At the elbow, it's Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got 8 rebounds in this game. Connects again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Doncic kicks to DeRozan. And now it's Allen. Running. He can go all the way.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Doncic passes to Levine. DeRozan with it. And here we go with Allen running it up the court.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Memphis. They're scoreless since the first half. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires, and we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. Here's the three, and again Milwaukee with the triple. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Bucks?
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in the transition. No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Doncic outside. Vucevic gets double-teamed, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Milwaukee has possession. Allen for three. Yet another bucket.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And another one falls.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game. Levine. He kicks to Vucevic. Back to Levine. Trying to end the drought. That one a little long.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And it just doesn't take many steps for Antetokounmpo to get up the floor on the break. It's just steal, sprint, and finish.
For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. From downtown, rebounded by Jackson. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Outside DeRozan. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Jones checked in for Luka. Doncic.
Tyus Jones.
Five to shoot. It's stolen by Bogut. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And the three ball is good. DiVincenzo's got 8.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Passes it to Vucevic. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Poked away. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Giannis dunks it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Allen with it. Now defended by Levine. For the three. And another three for Milwaukee.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Jones. Timeout called, the Bucks.
Timeout, home team.
Started.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans.
A different look from Milwaukee. LeBron's checked in for Bogut. Pat Connaughton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Memphis also making some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Vucevic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Zach LaVine.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now, it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Here's Connaughton, and another three for Milwaukee.
For the most part, he's been sitting back tonight, letting his teammates carry the load. Nothing wrong with that.
He swipes the ball away again.
Steal after steal. He's been everywhere.
Oh, he's on a historic pace. Greg, he's approaching third most steals for a game.
And just taking.
Oh, look at him fly!
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Lets the three fly. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
From the arc. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The pass to Brunson. Jackson with it. Connaughton passes to Allen. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Kyle Anderson.
Knocked away. To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Anderson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time. as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova.
Memphis ball.
.55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Got a piece of it. Three-pointer. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This is what Ilyasova is known for. A lights-out perimeter shooter who knows he has the green light.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Ilyasova. Fires the three, and he's good on the three ball. Ilyasova's got 43 points.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Shoots it, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
Here's Anderson. No good. And so it's Milwaukee with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Ilyasova. Allen is out there with Holiday. And it's LeBron James. And it's Connaughton in at the three spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Adams finds Melton. Here's Jones. No good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Other than the long line of big men who can drain the three, that makes him a very tough cover.
That's Tip nabbing another steal.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Allen, that's good.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Over Allen. Melton, no good. And it's the Bucks ball. 11 unanswered points for him, and the basket is good.
LeBron taking what's offered from mid-range. Throughout his career, he's all about the best shot available.
We're so fortunate to have so many versatile bigs in today's NBA, Chris, but of those bigs, who do you enjoy watching the most?
Oh, well, I love watching Jokic.
Checking in for the Grizzlies.
Seeing what those guys can do, post up, step out, hit threes, control that corner action. They're able to carry their team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. White Powell comes in for Adams, and Culver's subbed in for Jones. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. A different look from Milwaukee. Andrew Bogut checked in for James. Watanabe comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Rodions Kurucs in for Drew Holiday. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Here's Karuch, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth, and they're running for the
Nice. He's a reliable passer. Ilyasova brings a team-first mentality that really helps tie this team together.
Here's Culver. Poke loose. And now it's Allen. Running. He can go all the way. And another three for Milwaukee.
This is a shooting exhibition. A three-point barrage for him.
Fast break, Milwaukee. And here is Ilyasova. Again, what an avalanche! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
He's all alone, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And Anderson kicks to Culver. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Memphis ball.
The game now requires so much movement. Big men have to cover a lot more ground. We know that. They are on the perimeter, Chris. Does that add some strain physically?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? But it's less bumps and bruises, which to me was more wear and tear. So I think every case is different. I don't think you can put a blanket statement over that, but you have to have some skill set today. Get out and run and guard in some different positions.
He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Fleshing out his interior game bit by bit. Ilyasova knows he has the skills to get it done.
Culver passes to Anderson. It's deflected. Here's Karuch. Beyond the arc. And another three for Milwaukee.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the three ball.
3-on-3. Lets it fly. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Boy, they are feasting right now off of all of these turnovers.
Tipped away. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here, and another three for Milwaukee.
Again, just a lackluster transition defense.
Jacks up a three. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Outside Williams. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Grizzlies ball.
We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have. on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Fires from deep, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
You gotta like seeing Bogut hustle down the floor. He sprint past defenders, he's a threat to score in transition.
Some tough offensive set, and another steal for him.
And he has been an absolute thief on the floor. Another steal.
Greg, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him. Poked away. Anderson dishes to... He swipes the ball away again.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
Oh, he is so fast. Gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye, and Greg, the steal numbers are unreal. Pulls it up. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Hey, guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
Drives to the hoop, and a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Memphis with the ball. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Now, here's Culver. Not a lot of room. The dish now to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Melton with the ball. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. No good from 11 feet.
That's the only way to hold him in check. When he's got it inside, you got to have a body on him right away.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. Oh, we see a lot of this now.
Here's Karuch. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Karuch has got 17 now, just in the second half. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
But thanks to Kyle Anderson's size advantage over most of his matchups, he's an effective interior scoring option.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
That's just how you draw it up, right? As easy as a look as they could find.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Left side, Anderson. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Nailed from three-point land. Karuch just got 34 points.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that trade has been deadly. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bogut. Antetokounmpo comes in for Watanabe. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Rodions Kuruc. And Memphis also making a switch. Jones is checked in. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova.
Memphis ball.
.141 left in the fourth quarter. Williams passes to Powell. Poked loose. Jones kicks to Williams. Clock at 6. Fast break, Milwaukee.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Allen. He can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Jones against DiVincenzo. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Antetokounmpo, and then jammed down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Double team on Williams. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 6. And here's Jones. Shoots over DiVincenzo. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.